Welcome, collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back for another read, no matter what time of day it is that you have found this video. I am super grateful that you're here. Okay, guys, just want to start out with a shout out of gratitude. Today's date is 11/24 of 24. So really some unique numbers today. And also, if this is your birthday or close to it, happy birthday to you. I want to give a shout out of gratitude to all of the current subscribers to the channel. Ora-gen Channel would not be here without you, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for continuing to support the channel and to support the growth of the channel. For all of the wonderful and lovely guests that are visiting the channel today with this message, welcome. And definitely, if the messages are resonating or you're just enjoying being in space with the collectives here at the Ora-gen Channel, please do like, share, and subscribe to help us to get the messages and the energy out to more of the collectives who need to hear these messages. So with that being said, we're going to go on ahead and dive into the energy for this particular reading. Guys, if you have water, tea, coffee, whatever it is that you're sipping on that feels good to your throat, especially now since if you're in a cooler region, you're probably running the heat a little bit in the evenings or maybe during the day, our throats can get dry. So definitely take a moment to bring that on into the space while we spend a little bit of time together for this download. So today's message is about a masculine energy, and unfortunately this one is kind of, I'm gonna have to spill a little bit of tea. I'm not gonna give names or anything like that, or give too many descriptions of people, but it's about a masculine energy that is parading a third party around town. Now, what do I mean by this? So in the download, normally when we talk about energies, masculine, feminine, we are talking about individual energies or individuals who are operating primarily out of a certain energy, okay? But in this case, visually in the download, I did see that it was a male, okay? Now, take the energy as it resonates. Please do not get angry with me. I am not trying to bust anybody's story out or like call anybody out. Just don't leave a comment if this is your story. But if it is not your story, please do leave that energy for someone else if it is not resonating. Also, this could be tied in with some of the energies that came out in the cards here in a previous reading, which has to do with some individuals who are not well known to the populace, who are like background people who hold positions of power, and that some of these stories about these people and what they've been doing in relation to the populace is getting ready to surface. So I have a stronger feeling that this reading has to do with those energies, and more than likely is not necessarily directly associated with members of the collectives. Now, that being said, I don't know who's watching the videos. Once they go out and they go where they need to go. So it is possible that it could run across somebody who is connected with one of the stories that came up on the channel here. So once again, please, if this is personal or private information, please do not share in the chat. You can feel free to email me at my email address in the description box, okay? So this masculine energy, when I say was parading a third party around town, and in this case, what I saw in the download was a feminine energy. This could be a man or a woman. I was really picking up strongly that this would be like a female. That's what I was picking up. But, once again, when we talk about energies, it can be different genders but someone who operates primarily out of a feminine energy. But others who knew this person or this masculine energy knew that this was a third party. The person or the energy that was not aware, it was the actual mate, partner, significant other of this masculine energy. They were the ones that like kind of knew but didn't know to what extent. They had an inkling, they had an intuitive hit, they had a thought. They may have even seen some things that they directly connected to this intuition, this intuition or this intuitive feeling that this might be going on. So I'm picking up that the significant other of this masculine energy is not completely unaware of this behavior, but they just didn't have like a full, it's a lot coming in, guys. Hang on, I'm sorry. It's a lot downloading at once. They didn't have a full confirmation that this is in fact what was going on. So they're still kind of in the background, still dealing with the masculine energy the way that they always did. And I'm picking up that the partner or the spouse or whatever of the masculine energy, this is like a serious relationship. It's not like an on and off thing. Like this masculine energy is more than likely married. Okay, so this is why I'm referring to this other feminine energy as a third party, because it is not fully known by the partner of the masculine energy that this third party is as prominent as they are, and that others know about this third party, but they're not saying anything for some reason. They're not speaking up, and for some reason this masculine energy is able to very easily just walk around with this person and not have any issues. So it would seem to me that this masculine energy does not navigate in the same group of people that the feminine energy does. Like there's people that the masculine energy deals with that the feminine energy does not. I hope this is making sense. So to put it simply, there's a masculine energy parading a third party around town. The spouse of this masculine energy is not aware that this feminine energy is who they are and that they are as prominent as they are in this masculine's life. And unfortunately, for the spouse of the masculine energy, there is a child involved. I saw somebody like around the age of a toddler. Looked like a masculine toddler or masculine energy. So I think it was a male child. They couldn't have been any more than like 2-3 years old. They're quite young. And this spouse of this masculine energy is not aware that the child exists. That's another thing that I saw. I did see something here about in the space where the masculine energy and the third party were interacting, and I don't know what this space was, but there was something here about a front room that had like wood paneling instead of like wallpaper. It was like wood paneling that was vertical, you know, windows on the front, and there was something there about a mix of a dog, like a golden retriever doodle. I think there's a type of mix like a doodle and golden retriever. It was like a middle-sized to large dog, golden colored with like long hair. And this dog was present in the space with the masculine and the third party looking out 2 windows, like facing a neighborhood or a cul-de-sac or something. So something going on there like consistently. Like this is like a long-term affair or situation going on there. Once again, I do believe that this has to do with some of these energies that came out in the reading prior to this one talking about, I remember at one point I pulled a card about on the bottom of the deck, it had like pictures, like there's going to be information, pictures, video, something coming out about some of these energies, things that they were doing that were not known either by friends, family, or the populace. So there might be some things coming up from some of these energies that are in a position of power, having to do with having an affair or doing something outside of their marriage arrangement. I don't know. So we're gonna pull some energy today on this. This is just more of this energy related to these individuals in position of power, the way that they present themselves versus what you're actually getting. Okay, and so we're gonna see a lot of that coming out here shortly. There's gonna be a lot of information coming out. We are in a timeline and transitional shift, guys. We are in a space where a bunch of different timelines are converging. So whenever that's happening, there's a lot of upheaval in the energy. In upheaval meaning like things coming to the surface, things being knocked out of place, things being knocked into place. You know, it's a lot of shifting happening at once. So please do not be surprised at some of the things, which I'm sure for the collectives you won't. But I just say that as a reminder, you know, please don't be surprised at some of the energies that come to the surface during this time period, because wow. I'm sure for those of you who channel or who work with, you know, the tarot or oracle, you're probably getting a lot of heavy messaging at this time. It just is what it is. So I'm going to put that there. Let's go on ahead, and with that being said, I'm going to ring my meditation bell. So if you are sound sensitive, please turn the sound on your device down now. All right, guys. Let's go on ahead and just dive into the energy here. See what's going on here, especially if this is related to the previous reading, you know, and some of these energies that are, you know, just a whole lot of what you see is what you don't get type of energy. Let's see what's going on here. All right. And I'm going to be sipping on my water. It's kind of late in the evening. It's like 5 something in the evening and I'm still drinking coffee. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a mistake, but I'm going to go on ahead and drink my coffee. Definitely, if you have some tea, go ahead and take a sip while we get into this tea today. Okay. So, I'm being drawn towards the Ask Your Guides deck. I don't know. We'll see why I felt drawn to pull from that. And I need to read the card as well. So we're going to just give the deck a little shuffle. And then I'm going to actually read whatever card I pull. Let's see what's popping up here. I tell you what, guys, this energy is still a little bit easier than the energy from the previous read. Oh my gosh, the decks, it was challenging to shuffle. It's just like cards are flying everywhere. was kind of chaotic, you know? Okay, Spirit, let's have one card, please, so we can just kind of see what's going on with this present energy. Just one card, please. We gotta let Spirit get to it. Let's see. What do we have here, Spirit? One card for the collectives. And if I need to, I'll just cut the deck. Oh, there we go. See, don't get impatient. Number 49. We have opposition, nature spirits. Look at this. That is yin-yang energy. You see how they're kind of encircling each other? And there's light and dark. Something here about oppositional energy or yin-yang energy, light and dark energy. That is very interesting. Let's go ahead and read the guide on that. Success is on the bottom, number 48. It was in reverse, though. Somebody is not having a success from something or with something. And there's some sort of oppositional energy here. 49. Okay. We also have 13. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what it says. And then we're going to pull some cards around it to just kind of get an idea of what this is about here. Interesting. Interesting. 49, opposition. This has to do with concession, fairness, democracy, and neutrality. So your nature spirits remind you that no one is entirely good or bad. Every person has their own version of reality, which may not necessarily agree with yours. Instead of arguing or feeling wronged by someone who refuses to see your point of view, open your mind and consider theirs. This is interesting. See the balance of light and shadow, rigidity and flexibility, receptivity and hostility in all people, including yourself. Although it's easy to feel indignant and defensive towards the one who opposes you, the truth is that no one is trying to harm you. Instead, your detractor simply supports their own interests and priorities. Interesting, which are different from yours. Rather than reacting emotionally with argument, attack, or invalidation, seek to understand your opponent instead. Be mindful not to be overly self-centered or self-protective. Be fair-minded and relax your stance. Something here is happening in the energy. Somebody was very rigid in their viewpoint. And I believe that's what's at the root of this. Someone was very rigid in their viewpoint. And instead of being open-minded and looking at others' viewpoints or another person's viewpoints, they shut that off. They locked it off, and they were resistant to that energy and became very indignant and emotional about it. So they were not willing to understand their opponent or someone else's viewpoint that they did not agree with. They instead kind of locked themselves off into a position of, well, my way of looking at it is right. So this is like an encouragement to shift out of that viewpoint and get into a mindset that's more open, less self-centered, less self-protected, and more focused on understanding the other side's viewpoint. Which is true that when we can do that, we're able to understand what's behind the behavior. We might be able to navigate around it better. Something going on here with fairness, neutrality, understanding viewpoints, somebody being rigid in the energy, maybe creating a situation where there's opposition, or really bringing out those oppositional energies. That is a very interesting starting energy. Let me see what we have here. Let's pull from the Angel's Wisdom. You know I'm going to go to the character deck. I'm just working my way up to it here. Let's see what's here in the Angel's Wisdom. I think we're just looking for messages to help us to understand more. Spirit, give us some clarity on this oppositional energy. What does this have to do with the download? And this person that came up in the download, does it have anything to do with it? What's going on? Somebody needs to surrender something so something can manifest. Yeah, we're talking about finding ways to be easy in the energy and understanding other energies' viewpoints and ways of looking at things, not being rigid in the energy. Somebody needs to surrender something in order to manifest something. This could be self-opposing energies too, like energies within ourselves that are oppositional, that need to be balanced out. Confidence came up. When I set my mind on something, I won't stop until I reach it. Yeah, somebody in the energy had their mind set very strongly on something, and they're not stopping until they reach it. What is going on with this, Spirit? What can we understand about this? Oh, there we go. Peace. Nothing can disrupt my peace. Okay, something having to do with maintaining their peace. You're setting your mind on something because it has something to do with them maintaining their peace. They're goes manifest again. It popped back up. I saw it when I split the deck. It came back up. Somebody is setting their mind on something that has to do with their peace. They want to manifest something. I have everything I need manifest. This has to do with something they feel that they need that is associated with their peace. Any other messages to help with clarification, Spirit? What else do we have here? Ooh. Well, let's see what these are. Boundaries and letting go. Interesting. I am worthy and deserving of setting and maintaining my boundaries. Yeah, something about somebody holding strong to something because it has to do with their peace and manifesting maybe boundaries. Something they feel they're worthy of, and letting go of something that no longer serves them. That's very interesting. I think I'm hearing to move to the next deck. Somebody needs to let go of something that doesn't serve them, or is letting go of something. I let go of. That sounds like present tense. Plan was in reverse. Following a long-term plan will help me achieve my life's purpose. Yeah, plan was in reverse. Somebody has a plan that is not working. Probably because of their rigid viewpoint. This whole thing sounds the energy is very self-focused. Not saying it's bad to have boundaries, but the whole energy of it is like my boundaries, what I'm worthy of, everything, I deserve everything that I need. Nothing can disrupt my peace. I let go of what no longer serves. This this energy is very self-centered and self-focused. When I see something and I set my mind on it, I get it. So that could be about people, places, things. I'm picking up a masculine energy that is giving me like, I don't know, this is like an energy that is very domineering, and whatever I set my mind on, I get what I want. That's the energy. Yeah, money. This is somebody who's wealthy. This was in the upright. This is a wealthy person. I'm tapped into the universal supply of money. Look at this. This is a person that's wealthy. No wonder I'm getting this. This is totally like a wealthy. I told you I saw a male in the down low. This is a wealthy male. You're used to getting what they want. If it's something they don't feel it serves them, they boot it to the curb. That's that. Now I'm starting to get a bigger picture here. They got a ton of boundaries up because they don't feel a whole lot of people are worthy of them, of being around them, of having their help and assistance and support. They manifest. They have everything they need. And the manifestation may not be about like being super balanced in the energy, because we see starting out here, number 49, there's a lot of opposition with the energy. You know, there might be some self-know business going on here. But it says, I have everything I need. So that if they're a wealthy person, there probably isn't a whole lot that they need. They're probably able to just state they need something and somebody will get it, or they get it. This brings peace to them. They enjoy being in this space because it's easy to function when you have money or, you know, tools, finances, connections to get whatever you want. You don't have to worry about having what you need. But there's a plan. Something is in reverse. And it might have to do with their money, actually, because money came out after plan. Could be something going on with their money. It's going in the wrong direction, or something that's threatening their position, their money, their power. What do we have here? Hope. Hope is a choice. I choose to be hopeful. Yeah, they want to be hopeful about something, but there's a plan that's in reverse here that could affect their money, but they're trying to be hopeful about it. Any more clarity on this, Spirit? I think I might need to go to the next deck, but let's see. Any more clarity on this? What are they being hopeful about? Or what do they want to maintain hope about? Trust is in reverse. Regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. Yeah, they don't feel that way. They're hopeful, but they don't. Somebody they don't trust. Oh. Okay. Okay. could be two things here. Could be that the feminine energy associated with this masculine, the spouse, like their hope for the future is tied up in this masculine's money, wealth, and ability to take care of them and their kids or whatever they have together. And I don't know, that just came through. Maybe I didn't see kids for the masculine and feminine that are married, but there could be a family. These aren't like young people in their 20s. These are like older people. Okay, like, I don't know, 40s, 50s. And not to say 40s, 50s is old. Just like, you know, these aren't kids, right? Or it could be actually, it could be three things. The masculine's money might be tied up in their spouse, and that plan has gone south, and so, you know, their hope that they had for that and their trust is like on the downside. Maybe that's why they started parading a third party around town. Maybe this other third party has money or resources, I don't know, or is connected to them. It could also be that the masculine has hope in something else because a plan went south in regards to their money. A plan went south. They have hope in something else, but their trust in whatever that situation was associated with that plan is no longer there. I'm wondering what it is that the masculine energy has hope in, because it sounds like they're very self-focused and have the tools and resources they need within themselves, but something happened there. It looks like they're at risk of losing their money. I'm also noticing the hope card. It's saying it's a choice, and you can see it's just like a little light that the character is holding in their hand. Maybe just the tiniest bit of hope left. They don't really trust in this plan. That's what's really coming through strong to me is the masculine here. Something's at risk. They're at risk of losing something for some reason. It could be if something comes out about this situation or other things that this masculine energy is involved in, that it could destroy their ability to be able to maintain their position, which is tied in with their money. We also have intuition. It was in the upright. I trust my feelings and insights. So somebody's trying to tap into their intuition with this situation. They're trying to figure out what to do next. Why are they parading a third party around town? They have a child with this person. Is that of any significance here, Spirit? Does it matter? Or is this just a side part of the story? What do we need to understand about that? Whoops. What do we need to understand about that part? Is that tied in with this, Spirit? Messages on this, please. All right, let's try it this way. Oops, well, there you go. My inner child is happy and carefree. Fairy wings. Something here about the child. Do you see the child in this one? Whatever's going on with this child, the child is fine. Spirit is saying the child is fine. The child is safe. The child is there's no issue here with the child. They're a child that came out of this relationship. Pay attention. Each and everything I do is worthy of my time and attention. Look at that. That almost looks like Archangel Michael. Somebody is paying attention to this. So it's not true that everybody is cool with this masculine parading. There's a female energy here with a child, parading this woman and this child around town. Everybody's not cool with it. Somebody's paying attention to it, or like in groups where there's power, people are always noting what someone is doing, just in case they need a card to pull. A card to pull. If they need to protect themselves or to blow someone's spot up because something went wrong with a plan in reverse. Somebody's paying attention. This plan went in reverse and somebody's paying attention. Maybe somebody got screwed over, because we did talk about earlier that this masculine energy is quite self-centered and self-focused. It could be that somebody is paying attention because they got screwed over in this plan that went south. And they're watching. Maybe they're getting ready to tell on this masculine. I don't know. It's interesting. Let's move into, let's go into the character. See what's here. So we can get some ideas. Spirit, tell us a little bit more about the characters involved in this story, so you can understand a little bit more about this masculine and like what's going on here. Oops. Okay. Information on the characters here involved with this story, or involved with this plan that went south. Who's paying attention? What can we know here? There's a knight in reverse. Keeper of honor, armor, battle, and loyalty in reverse. Somebody was once loyal to this energy. They are no longer loyal. That's why it popped out in reverse. This is this energy here that's paying attention. Somebody was loyal. When the plan went south, they probably got the crappy end of the stick. Now they're a knight in reverse. They're no longer loyal. They're paying attention. They're waiting for this energy to slip up, or for there to be enough non-supporters that they can all maybe team up on this person. Sounds like this person is somebody who is wealthy and, you know, is hard to come up against, right? But, let's see, we had a card spin out here. Let me see what this is. But if there's enough people that are disgruntled with this energy that used to be loyal could probably very easily turn against this masculine energy, and it looks like they might be looking for an opportunity to do that. Let's see. Well, I'm not really quite sure how this came out, but see, here's elder. Wisdom bearer, experience, tradition, kindness, health. Yeah, this is somebody who's older, who's watching this happen. This is an older person. By older, I mean they're an adult, like I mentioned earlier. This is somebody probably 50s and up. Okay, mid to late 50s and up. Somebody that's closer to retirement age. What do we have here? Wow, we have the Fool, ignorance, rashness, impulsive. Yeah, this person is impulsive. They're rash. Maybe they don't think decisions through all the way. And then we have an engineer, somebody that's an architect of solutions, engineering practice, problem solver, complex systems, technology. So we have a Fool. These are two different energies. We have a person who's rash. I think it's this masculine. The masculine is an older person. Okay. And there's a person that they were dealing with that was loyal to them. Something went south with a plan. They got screwed over. This person is now no longer a friendly. They are definitely looking, they're an opportunist now. And this masculine energy may know that. But they're still parading this person around town, and, you know, they have a whole child and a third party here. The engineer energy, there's somebody who is watching this or is involved in this who's an architect of solutions. Somebody that's good at finding solutions to problems. I'm not sure whose team they're on yet, whether they're part of the masculine's team or this knight in reverse. I don't know. Somebody is a oops, oh my goodness, that's a lot of cards and they all hit the floor. Well, let's see. Watch me find some of these later, guys. That's how it is. Like towards the end of the read, I'll just find some extra cards. And it doesn't, anything that falls on the wood just like doesn't want to come up off the ground. So let me see what we've got here. What fell. So I can't tell you which way these fell because I just kind of picked them up. Oh, yeah. Family, patriarch, guardian, paternal authority, ancestral passage, father. This is talking about somebody who's a father of a child. That's this masculine. So what that tells me, they have a family already. They had a family and now they've got a family, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so that's this energy. They're rash. They've done something they probably should have thought twice about. But looks like whatever this is has been going on for a while. It wasn't a good idea. Somebody is a soldier or has soldier energy. Guardian of nations, loyalty, honor, integrity. Yeah, somebody was working with this masculine. Somebody is no longer loyal. This is in the upright. So there might be 3 or 4 energies involved with this story. So you have a person who's looking for an opportunity to out this masculine. You have a couple people here, excuse me, the engineer and the soldier who are loyal to this masculine. One is a solution finder, so they're probably helping the masculine to cover things up constantly. I don't know if they do that in the media or whatever. And then we have a person who's more of like a guard, a soldier, somebody who's loyal to this masculine energy that watches and gets their back. We have the farmer card, cultivation, harvest, land. And a diviner. Look at this. Seer of the unseen, foresight, insight, cosmic connection. Interesting. So it looks like somebody in this situation might be working with a medium, a diviner, a psychic. They're working with somebody probably to kind of do readings into things and keep tabs on things. Because it's interesting, this energy just popped up. I'm not sure about the farmer energy. Something about cultivation, harvest, and land. That could be another energy here, or it could be something that someone wants to cultivate. And so they're utilizing a seer to help them to be able to see like where to step, what to do. So this masculine here, who's the fool, okay, they're ignorant, rash, and impulsive. I'm picking up they have kind of like a temperament to them. They're an older man or an older person. And there's a person that they ticked off. They're waiting on an opportunity to like throw this person under the bus. This masculine also has like 1, 2, 3 energies that came up around it, not including the third party and the child that are associated with it. There's somebody who's like a soldier energy, who's like a guard, a guardian, could be a bodyguard, a person that's loyal to them, that keeps an eye out and watches their back. And then we have an engineer, somebody who's more of like a solution finder. If a problem comes up, their job is to make it go away. They also have in their employ or somewhere dealing with them a diviner, somebody who looks into and utilizes divination to try to help them to know how to move or to cultivate what they want to cultivate. This is wild. Guys, this is better than HBO. This is crazy. Okay. So that's the characters. I'll just check to see if there's anybody. I'm sure there's way more characters around this, especially if we're talking about a wealthy person with power and money. There's probably a lot of characters around them. I just want to see, Spirit, is there any other characters that are pertinent to this story? That's what I want to know. Or are we good here? Oh, Lord. We have an ascetic, a seeker of self-restraint, abstinence, purification, and discipline. Uh-oh. We have an ascetic clergy member. Looks like there's a clergy member associated with a faith, religion, morality compass involved in this. And a barber. Artist of tresses, trimming, beautification, adornment, and fashion. Somebody in the fashion industry or somebody associated with fashion or adornment, beautification. But there's definitely an ascetic clergy member as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies right there. We're going to stop because there's just a ton of energies around this person that are active in this story. Not just around them, active in the story. That's super important. Let's get clarifying. I'm going to jump to that deck too, but let's get clarifying. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, Spirit. Can we clarify on this energy a little bit? Messages to help us clarify. So we have metamorphosis, mirage. Past forms and future possibilities illuminated by transformative butterfly or energy. Yeah, there's some sort of illusory thing going on here with this energy. They are quite confident. And there's a lot of oppositional energy within them and around them. They're quite confident, but there's a lot of mirage energy here. They're keeping a mirage up around them to keep others from really seeing more about who they are and what they're doing. They're living like they have to live like that in order to, this is why they would need a diviner or somebody that in order to keep their secrets from being exposed, they're having to put up a lot of veils and mirages, a lot of illusion around this person. What else do we have, Spirit? Clarity on that. Oh. Wow. Okay. So we have 2 cards here. We have unlock your heart. Embrace vulnerability. Let love guide your journey to self-discovery. Interesting. Can we have some clarity on this one? Mountain of mastery. Self-realization. Something about this mirage or illusion and vulnerability. Oh. Self-realization and triumph. Mastery. They want to master something. They want to overcome something that they're very vulnerable to. Or something, it's an illusion that keeps other energies around them from seeing where they're vulnerable or their vulnerability. Yeah. Look what's on the card. See that man and the woman? That's it. That's where these 2 come in. The third party. They are super vulnerable about this third party. Like, there's a lot of emotion there. It's because they've created a family with this person. It's not just about an affair or whatever. They're super emotionally attached to this energy. It's a sore spot. It's a vulnerable spot. And this is where that rash, impulsive energy came in, because they opened themselves up, basically, I guess, to be potentially taken down, plan in reverse. Okay? Because others are paying attention to this. They're being rash and impulsive by taking this person just around in public with the child. Like, people know about it. They're being too open about it. That's the vulnerability. They've unlocked their heart to this person. But the mirage is to cover that up. But there's something here about mastering something. They're not going to be able to master something because of this vulnerability. You got these energies around them, and there's an energy that's paying. There's energies, plural, that are paying attention to what this masculine is doing. Wherever there's money and power, there's also jealousy, guys. Okay, so, you know, even though we talk about these energies that are super duper powerful, there's always somebody that wants to challenge that. Planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps. This is that plan in reverse. See, they're hopeful, but they don't trust in the plan. There it is. So they're planning something. Something that they're going to commit to the journey. Do you see the 2 people on the card? This is in reverse. I think that's in reverse because I think this feminine energy associated, that's the third party, is asking them to commit. And then I think also the feminine energy that is their spouse or they're married to, they're in a commitment with them. So there's energies pulling on them. That's that oppositional energy. They're being asked to commit one way or the other. This whole situation could blow up from so many different directions. They've got too many passions in one pot. This was a bad idea. Release and renew. Yeah, embrace the flow of letting go. They need to let go of something. That's come up like 2 or 3 times here about releasing something. They're going to have to release something. And it could be too that the release and renew is like releasing some information, like some information is getting ready to come up about what this masculine's been doing. But they're definitely going to have to release something and let it go. Yeah, here we go with commitment again. Fulfill promise. There's something that, yeah, stay committed to your path. They're not. It's in the upright, but I think they're going to have to commit to this now because they've done too much in this area. It's too much information out there. You have these kinds of energies that are trying to like protect, cover bases, but it's not going to be enough. Just go with it. They're spontaneous. That's that ignorance, rashness, impulsivity. Just go with it. That's that energy right there. That's what's gotten them in trouble. Yeah, they've got a problem on their hands. It's probably too late. Steady progress. Yeah. They're trying to be very deliberate and patient and thoughtful about their next steps. And then steady progress, by the way. This card, small steps, it's in reverse. So even though that's what their goal is and what they're trying to do, it's not going well because it's too many things in the pot, too many things mixing in the pot. Stop and reflect in the upright. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come. They have not done that. The stop and reflect is probably the fact that they're having to do that now because they understand that there are energies that are paying attention to them and have seen what they're doing. So they've got some issues. They're having to stop and reflect. Embrace the unknown. Venture into the mystery with an open heart. Yep, this next step of how this is going to go. This person here, let me see if I can find the seer, the diviner. See the diviner, guys? The diviner can't even figure this one out. Or maybe the diviner told him, listen, this isn't going to go well. So they are going to have to stop and reflect. This looks like this is getting ready to come out. Whomever or whatever this is getting ready to come out. It's a melee. It's a mess. This isn't even tea. It's spilled tea. All right, we're going to close out with the messages, loving messages, oracle. I think this is somebody that is going to be in the public eye when this comes out. That's what I think. This is going to be an affair that comes out in the media. This is going to be a public eye thing.